3, 2, 1, Tommy.
I was right on cue on that one, so.
You were good with that one. Should we dance? I feel like we haven't danced yet.
Oh, dance break.
Dance break.
That is the worst looking sprinkler I've ever seen.
That was the sprinkler. I did do the sprinkler.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, is this Kyle?
Yeah, this is Kyle.
Hey,
from
Kyle.
The fishing.
Nice,
Hey, how's
Kyle.
it going?
Kyle, this is Paul, Outsider Tackle Box radio show and podcast. We have Tommy in the studio.
Hey, what's going on, Kyle? How you doing, bud?
Welcome to the
Hey,
show,
I'm good,
Kyle.
man. Thanks for calling.
No
Appreciate
problem.
having you on. The idea behind the radio show and podcast is to spread happiness to the world through the joys of fishing, and we feel like fish stories and photos do just that.
Absolutely.
You sent in a photo to our I'm an Outsider fishing group, and it's you holding
A full stringer of it looks like crappie, right?
Yeah, black crappies.
Yeah,
black crappies. We want to hear where you caught the fish, the bait you were using.
Would you say that was a crappie day or a good day? Sorry.
You can't laugh at your
Yeah,
own
some
joke.
crappie fishing.
He's ear to ear smiles right now because that came to his head, popped in his head, and he surprised himself.
I did.
That's
I did.
that's the Tommy look when he's surprised. He's like, I made a funny.
Yeah, that was
He's
totally
so-
true. I
He
was like,
couldn't even get the sentence out because he was already ear to ear smiles.
He was waiting for that one.
yeah, I was. I was like, oh, look, here it comes. Oh,
He doesn't
big
often
letdown.
prepare. He doesn't. So the idea for him and I was to come to the studio and prepare for the day before, and it's just you can't do that with Tommy. He's not someone that likes it, and so I bet you he actually prepared that joke. You saw that?
I'm a more
photo.
on the whim kind of guy.
That's true.
I just kind of go on the
If you
whim
were
of
prepared
everything.
that joke, you would have.
That's how I live my life. I just wake up and
It was what I like here.
yeah, it's just I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't feel like doing that.
He's gonna have the rest of this day, even if he messes up the rest of the calls. He's gonna live this moment and this joke and just be like, "I was great today. I had a funny.
I did it. Yeah.
I made a funny today. I'm
was
good.
that a
I can-
crappie day?
Yeah.
Would you say that was a crappie day?
No.
All right. Well,
I'm
You
actually
guys don't
proud of
have
you.
Many, like,
I'm proud of you that you had
I'm
it
proud
funny.
of him.
no, thank you. Sometimes that's all that I need.
Well, let's get back to Kyle. We want to hear where he caught the fish, the bait he was using.
Absolutely.
And then, just hear about that day. It's that simple. This is your fish story. We're broadcasting live via our website. And worldwide, most of our listeners are
in all 50 states,
are
but we
in
do
the
have
States.
listeners in Europe.
We
and-
just got picked up by iHeartRadio.
Oh,
so
really?
thank you
Yep.
to them. Our podcast is available there.
iTunes and iHeartRadio.
It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. Podbean is our hosting place.
Well, Spotify.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, we're everywhere. So right now, anybody and everybody has the opportunity to look you up and listen to you. So this is your podcast. You
Oh.
go ahead and you tell us how your day was.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna say crappie day, but
Well,
You should have said it. Why?
I was almost going to say it. I was going to say it that time. But
He's so
I
happy.
guess that's why they call it crappie.
yeah. All right, Kyle, this is all you, man. How was what was that day like? What's your story?
I get a lot of these days where it's cold down here in Florida. I know you guys are frozen up north, but it's cold down here is like 50 or
We're in Southern
45.
Cal.
And days like
We're in Southern California, so we don't get
okay.
Our
cold.
weather is like yours, and we say it's
okay,
cold,
okay.
but everybody else is like, "Come on, guys, come on."
yeah, they're like it's frozen up here. We're fishing in a little hole through the ice, and we don't have that here. When it gets cold, those crappies, we call them specks down here. We call them specks in Florida. So I'll keep calling them crappies just for the joke, for the sense of the joke. And when it gets cold, they seem to come up shallow and they hide in like sticks and grass, and it's really easy to locate them quickly. I've got a little John boat, and I'm fishing in Mascot, Florida. For those who want to know where I caught them, it's Lake Green. And there's a lot of good places to catch them around here, but this lake is secluded. No one. There's a couple people that fish on the bank, but no boats really go in there. So I was like, wow, this is going to be an awesome day, and it was a crappy day. Indeed, I pulled that stringer in about 2 hours. It was fun.
Thank you for that, Kyle, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It was a crappy day and a secret fishing hole. Not too many people know about it. I like that you kind of kept it secret. You said where it was, but
yeah,
not
but
exactly.
Not exactly. Yeah,
yes, that's perfect. I love that. I noticed that
he could have lied.
I was there in the let's hide this fishing hole.
Yeah, I mean, he could have lied. I would have believed it. I would have been like, okay, yeah.
I don't want anybody to actually show up there.
Yeah, you can't give away his spot.
If they find it on their own, cheers. But I can't just, because I know one or two of my buddies might be trying to track me down.
Yeah, they're gonna hunt you down now. They're like, "Where's that spot? Where's that fishing hole?"
We appreciate all the photos you sent in, and we actually noticed there's quite a bit of McLaughlins in our group. Is that anybody that you?
Stuart McLaughlin, he's been a member, I think, since last year, and he sent in a picture for like a fish eye contest last year, and he won a little box.
Nice.
I took that picture for him. I wasn't a member yet, but we crappie fish.
I like it. You guys been having
that was,
crappie days.
Which one was that? Fish eye. Which one was fish eye?
We had a fish eye
I know,
contest.
but I'm trying to remember what month was that, because we had Fish Lip February. Was it?
It might have been January.
Oh, I think it was March. Luck of the Eye Fish.
Luck of the Eye Fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That was it.
Luck of the Eye. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
that came from this brain right here, which isn't saying much, but
I did enjoy that.
That's unique. I like that.
We had monthly contests, and we would come up with
random stuff.
Yeah,
we had
and
Fish Lip
people loved
February.
it.
We had Kiss My Bass January.
Yeah, Kiss My Bass, which was a good one.
My bad.
Yeah, see, we had fun.
We might go back
have
to that.
respect in California.
What's
are there crappies? Is it white crappie?
It's more like bluegill, like panfish, just like basic stuff. It's not a lot of actual like crappie.
You have to kind of where Tommy and I are at. There's a lot of inshore saltwater. We have a few private lakes.
Saltwater is big.
Yeah, I mean we
have to drive about 6 hours to get somewhere. You have to go to Northern Cal or San Diego has.
You said you guys have like giant bass in California, like the world record.
We do.
Somebody lost a world record bass there.
We do have some pretty good. We do have pretty good bass out in Castaic Lake and stuff like that.
Dixon Lake.
Valley
Lake.
There's and then the rainbow trout here are pretty huge too. I think the state record's like 28 pounds. 29 pounds, something like that.
You're looking at me like I know.
Well, I know you don't know anything, so I was just trying to. To be honest, I was just randomly thinking.
You're trying to bounce records off.
I think it's like 29 pounds is a rainbow trout right now. Is a state record. So I mean, they're over here we have a lot of trout, a lot of bass, catfish, bluegill. Not a lot of like the walleye stuff. I mean, that just kind of, those are the main four, though, I would say, as far as inland water. As on saltwater, it's pretty much everything. So, yeah, we do a lot of like halibut fishing and shark fishing, stuff like that.
So we dropped Kyle. I like that you've been talking to Kyle for the last second or two, but Kyle actually dropped the call.
Oh.
We're calling him back, and I was going to tell you that we dropped the call.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to.
Thanks.
You were
I was
right.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay. I left
Get
Tommy
that
talking.
phone signal here.
Yeah, it's all right. He let me continue talking like if I was talking to you, and didn't tell me that the call had dropped, and so
I told you guys, but you couldn't hear me.
No, I actually got your message, but Tommy was on a monologue, and you don't interrupt Tommy monologues.
No,
because
you don't want to interrupt that because the people could still hear that. They want to know.
Yeah, they want to know. Well, to repeat what I was saying is out here in California, we have it's more of a bluegill, trout, catfish, and bass kind of area. So I mean, that's usually what we have as far as inland. On the saltwater, it's pretty much everything. So
We appreciate the story, and thank you for calling us back. We're going to upload this to all of our platforms, so
Yeah.
you'll be available to. This will be available later today. We'll put it
Yep.
up on YouTube. It's
Yep,
going to be
yep,
on
yep.
iTunes, Podbean, iHeartRadio. So wherever you like to listen to it, it's on demand. And we have quite the following. We just hit over 1,000 downloads to our show. So thank you for everyone who is listening
Thank you, everyone.
to our fish stories. We enjoy them, and Kyle, it was a great story. We felt like we were there with you, and that's what it's all about, just spreading happiness through the fish story.
Mm-hmm.
And so please come back on the
I
show.
didn't tell you guys.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Go ahead.
Hello, Kyle?
Oh, he might have dropped the call. He has bad signal, but we
Oh.
do have another call scheduled for right now. Thank you very much, and let's move
All right.
on, Kyle. We'll reach out to you later,
We will.
and take care. Thanks for coming.
All right, take care, Kyle. Bye.